All right, so I'm going to add a waterfall to my mountain shape. And the same would go if you were adding snow. It would be the same exact thing, just obviously a different color. The snow would be white. The waterfall is going to be a gradient of blues. So if you look at, let's see if there's an example here. This one, it's got more of the jagged type of snow effect, which you could do. You could do that using the pen tool. So if I click, let's go ahead and make a waterfall that way. Oops. Zoom in. All right, so with vector, it's really difficult to, I'm going to start over. It's really difficult to use the pan tool when you've already selected the pen tool. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to click and drag. So, and just kind of follow the outline of the mountain and close my shape. And then I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to change, actually I'm going to take the stroke off and I'm going to change the color to a linear gradient. And you can, if you wanted to make this snow, you could. I'm going to go ahead and make it water. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to blue. Actually, that looks like snow. Doesn't look like a waterfall. Obviously, the waterfall would go all the way down to the bottom. So we'll call this snow. And just kind of overlap it. And if you wanted to copy this and paste it over here, you could, but remember, you kind of want to have some variation. So definitely come back in here and modify these points. And you can round them out too. If your scene is mostly round, then you can round those points out. All right, that one looks more realistic, I think, and that one would probably go better with the water. Change this to white. So that those are your options to create your mountain snow. Obviously, I want to put a little bit of a stroke on here. Well, I'm going to have a background anyway, so let's say it's against a blue background, which would be my sky. Draw this out, and just a blue, and move that to the back of my stuff. All right, so I've got some pointy snow, I've got some rounded snow. The same would apply if you were drawing out a waterfall. You could even do the noodle type where you draw out the rectangles, which would kind of be a little bit difficult with if your mountain was round, pointy around my mountain. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try this again. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm going to delete this. All right, I'm going to round that a little bit. And then you could use the rectangle tool to draw out some snow this way. And so when we did the noodle sky, we just made these round edges, copied it, and just resized it. And just kind of place them. Then we run into the problem of it kind of And we have to cut it off here somehow. So let's go ahead and figure out how to do that. So I'm going to make a copy of this mountain. Let's see, I don't think that's going to work. All right, so with this, I'm going to delete that. So with this, what you would have to do is kind of get them to match up to the curve of the mountain. So that could be kind of tricky. I think your best option would be to use the pen tool and draw out your snow.